Welcome everyone to the complete free course of Python. In this chapter, this is the first video of the IT world. This chapter is going to focus on chapter 1 variables. I'm going to be explaining you chapter 1 variables. Every episode is going to have 5 to 10 minutes of theory, and then we go straight into coding. So this chapter is variables. So what are variables? Variables, think about variables of a variable as a label box in your computer's memory. It is reserved a space where you can store data in your program, can use or change later. So in this case, I have two variables, a variable named alpha that I'm going to show you how to use, and then I have a 34 number stored inside the variable, and I have another variable named Bravo, and I have a number 26 stored in Bravo. And here we have a result equals alpha plus Bravo, and we are printing the result. So variables, think about a place where you store data basically. And what are common data types? So what we can store inside variables, we have strings, which are text data and quotes. And I have an example right here. I have the example hello. We have integers. With integers are whole numbers. And I have some examples right here, which I have 34, 26, and 89. And then we have floats. Float values are decimal numbers where we can install like whole numbers with decimal numbers. So I have 35.0, and then I also have 37.002, which is another float. And they're Boolean values, which are values either true or false that I'm going to show you in the coding part. So this is one of the most useful commands that you're going to see, and this is the command input, which will interact with the user. And what the input command, what the input function does, it pauses the program and waits for the user to type something. The execution, the program stops until enter is pressed. So for example, once I press enter, that's no matter if I type something, if I didn't type anything, that's where it's gonna end. And in storage, the type data is returned as a string and stored in a variable. So I have an example right here, which I have the variable name, and then I have the input function, and then inside that input function, I'm telling the user what is your name. So I'm expecting the user to type their name. So basically, that's what it is. We have the displaying data, which we use the command print to display data to the user, and then the result is comma result. I have this there was a variable named result, and then I'm displaying the result is result, and the result is saved. This is what the user is going to see. The result is saved. Basically, the print is used to show results to the user, is used to show whatever I have stored in that variable. I can combine data using a comma to link strings with variables. So right here, I have the result is in quotations, and then I have comma result to combine that is called concatenation. And then I have example print, the result is comma result. So basically it's this. So that's an example of what we're using. And there's a best practice that I want to include right here. And this always include the scripted text so user understand what the output represent. This is very important. Include the scripted text so when the print function shows, the user can understand what we're telling them. We're gonna go to operations and castings, and this is basically turning raw input into working numbers. Why do we cast? By default, when I type something on Python, when I do the input, when I type something, it treats everything as a text. To do math, you must convert it. For example, if I want to do math, if I ask the user what is 5 plus 5, and then the user types 10, it's going to take it as a string, not as an integer. So what we have to do, we have to convert integers into integers, which converts inputs into whole numbers, or floating values, which will convert input into decimals. So I have a couple of mathematical operators that you guys will use most of the times. And these are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And I have some examples right here that I'm going to be using on the coding lesson. And this is result equals alpha plus Bravo, which is a basic addition. We have a basic subtraction, a basic multiplication, and a basic division that I'm going to be teaching you while we're coding. So I want to show you some mathematical operators. And then I have some naming rules and best practices that you guys should do in Python. Python is case sensitive, which means Python is strict. So variable and variable are two completely different things. So variable with lowercase and variable with capital are two completely different things. So understand this, that Python is case sensitive. Leading numbers, variables names cannot start with a digit. So for example, I cannot name my variable one name. I have to name a name underscore one or name one. And concatenation, to concatenate is combining like a variable with a string that you guys are gonna see how I'm gonna do concatenation while programming. So basically concatenation uses commas into the print to link strings and variable easily. And troubleshooting, this is a tip for you guys. Always check for missing parentheses or typos if errors occur. So logic and sensitivity, we have the Boolean logic. The Boolean logic, like I said, it represents true or false values, and we usually for logics for Boolean logic we use comparison operators, which are you guys are gonna see how I'm using them, and then we have greater than, equal than, basically to check conditions between variables. And the name error, I wanted to point it right here in this presentation because sometimes if you do something wrong, if you call a variable with the wrong casting, like for example, naming is sensational, but printing sensational, it's gonna print a name error that you guys are gonna see what exactly is gonna happen on the coding part. So you guys will see this on the coding part. So and then on this episode, on the chapter one, we're gonna do the a basic very program towards the end. This is the area of the square. So we're gonna do I have the formula which is side times side, and then we're gonna input as a string, and then we're gonna cast it as an integer, and then we're gonna wrap it, and then print it out so the user can see what's the area of the square. And I have the formula right here, and then I'm also gonna teach it on the programming side. And then we're gonna do a second lab, and then we're gonna do the rectangular area. So the formula I have it right here, base times height divided by 2. And then on this case, we're gonna use floating values, so you guys can see the difference between an integer value and a floating value. And this is it for chapter one. This is the theory part of chapter one. If you guys have questions, throw them on the chat. If something wasn't clear, it will be clear on the programming side. So I hope you guys find this course the best course out there for completely free in YouTube. And help me subscribing, help me commenting, and enjoy this course. And thank you for being here.